Hey there, everybody. This is Carrie Hamblen, the CEO and president of the Las Cruces Green Chamber of Commerce, coming to you again with another one of our member Zoom chats. And these are member benefits offered to you that help uplift what you're doing in the community. And today I am so excited. This is one of my most favorite events. It's with Mesilla Valley Hospice. It's their annual Men Who Cook. And we have the one and only Lorraine Padilla, who is the executive director of the Mesilla Valley Hospice Foundation. And we have Staci Mays, who is with Las Cruces Event Planning. Hello, ladies. I'm so excited.
Hello, so excited to be here. Good morning.
Good morning. And so um, you've got this event, and nonprofits come up with these signature events, right? And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But I think it's really important, Lauren, if you don't mind sharing with us really kind of the history of Mesilla Valley Hospice, because it's like one of the most dignifying ways of helping people as they finish out their term on this planet. And so, do you mind talking a little bit about hospice?
Not at all. Well, the original work of Mesilla Valley Hospice extends back to 1980 when a small group of volunteers got together to discuss the hospice concept. So we go way back. The founding group believed that there was an immediate need to provide terminally ill patients with an alternative in end of life care. And so these guys got together, and we have founders Dr. Terry Meyer, Irene Franco, Esther Sherrod, Lila Roberts, Don Combs, Don Beasley, Stephen Herbert, Emma-Jean Cervantes, and Wanda Bullock. Those were our founders. They started us. We incorporated in 1982. We are 40 years old. So yeah, we've been around for a long time, and we've touched many lives in the community. And, it's an honor to take care of your loved ones. So thank you to everyone in the community who has chosen us. If you choose us to take care of your loved one, that's a big deal for us, and we take it very serious. So thank you to the community.
Well, and that's the interesting thing is that, you know, for many folks, all depending on their culture, their view of death is different. It's some
Right.
cultures embrace it and celebrate it and really just honor that person's life, and other people are just kind of a little just, and understandably, they're all not as like embracing of it. And obviously, I
Mhm.
think I'm speaking from my own thing because my I love Dia de los Muertos and think that it is just a beautiful way of honoring people. My mom from
Sure.
a generation like does not feel comfortable with that at all. But I think like hospice really provides that opportunity for people to celebrate and understand that people don't need to be prolonging their suffering.
Right.
Right?
We have the ability to give someone a really good death. I know
Yeah.
that sounds, and most people don't like to hear that, but we have the ability to make your loved one comfortable where they don't suffer.
Yeah.
Um,
It,
and
it's
we,
changing. It's changing the narrative around death,
absolutely.
which is really, really, I think, important. And so I'm so grateful for what you and your crew do with hospice in this community. And I know there are a lot of people who support it. And, as I kind of teased a little earlier about the signature event, it's really challenging for nonprofits in this community because our community is so generous. And it's
Very.
challenging for every single nonprofit to come up with kind of like a signature event that's like their big money maker, the one that like helps push them through the year. And so do you mind like sharing kind of like the reason why this or like maybe some of the origins of how Men Who Cook came up? Because I think it's a brilliant idea. It's certainly going against like, hey, get your hiney in the kitchen and cook,
Right.
right?
Well, and I have to give credit to Dr. Tara Winters. She was she was the executive director of the foundation when this event was started, and so they took the idea from a group in Wisconsin, and she asked permission to take over this event here. They made it their signature event in Wisconsin, and so we tried it here, and it ever since I believe it 2005 was when it originated. And yeah, Tara Winter was she started this event, and so I've taken it over and hopefully done a good job with it. She did a really good job, and it's just something for us to get the community involved. Everyone wants to help Mesilla Valley Hospice, and they do it in a variety of ways. And this way is a fun way to do it, and we get people involved in the community. And we're able to bring people into one building at one time, have a lot of fun, and we just get to chit chat with you and really get to know the people that love Mesilla Valley Hospice. And even if you haven't experienced us, we will get you to do something, whether it be a board member or a volunteer. We really try to engage the community. So this is a good way to do it for us. And it's been so much fun to do it.
Well, how have you, I mean, that Tara Winter, she's a smart one. That's for
She
sure. We
sure
all
is.
know
I love
that.
her.
How have you seen it kind of change over the years? Because you have themes.
That
Um,
is a big one. Uh,
yeah. How's that changed?
well, really, when Staci came on and started helping with this event, we decided that themes would be good. It'd be fun to kind of uh, let people interact in a different way. So, Staci, what do you think?
Yeah, same. And then just like being really strategic on, having everybody in one place. So I know at different, other times it's been, in a still like a convention center where we use the ballroom and the exhibit hall, and it's just, everybody wanted to come together. And so that's when we started to really up the entertainment, is because we could do that now and nobody was feeling left out, or, where do you put it? And that's become a big thing. And I remember we did like a around the world theme, and the entertainment unreal. And so the next year I'm like, oh crap, Lorraine, like how are we gonna top that? It's just people really just talked about the entertainment. And so yeah, it's a huge piece of it. Of course the chefs are the stars and that's what they're there for, but people expect that entertainment now. And it's just,
Yeah,
I think, really.
yeah, I think you had was the Around the World when you had the stilt walkers, the
We've
people
had
on.
that a few times, yes, but we had snake charmer and belly dancer, and we had just, I think the NMSU dance sport did like some different dances from other countries and stuff. So yeah, that was cool.
And the bagpipes were a big hit. I was surprised.
Yeah, back.
It's is before we started recording. I mean, as somebody who has organized events in the past, it's really like a labor of love.
It is.
It's exhausting because this is where this generates a lot of, like, kind of, it makes up for areas that you can't cover, right? In your finances is running, Mesilla Valley Hospice or any nonprofit. Those signature events serve multiple reasons, multiple purposes, and ultimately people come away with having a great time talking about it, but you also want them to talk about, like, what Mesilla Valley Hospice does. You really want that. And so, Staci, I'm sure that that's something that, as you're planning these events, that's something that's always at the back of your mind, is like, how can we continue to let people know how important hospice is in Las Cruces? And so, do you have, like, kind of a strategy on how you weave that into the goodness that is all this homemade food, but also making sure those messages get out?
Well, I mean, I start with my chefs. If you ask my chefs, I mean, and some of them have done it for years. And then, so, you go to a chef and they're like, and it's like, but it's for Mesilla Valley Hospice. Like, you can't say no to that. It's like a kid asking you to buy something. Like,
Yeah.
like, and you're right. That is what it's for. That is why we do it. And that's why it's been so successful for so long. I mean, I've done events for, I don't know, 15 years now or more. And I feel like 7 years or so, like 7 to 8, an event, will start to like die down. Like after 5, you kind of really see, is this gonna, we're gonna get bigger, or we just need to think about what the future is of this. And I mean, we're on year 15. This is my 8th year actually organizing this event, and it's getting bigger and bigger every year. I told Lorraine the other day, we're going over the sponsor tables, and I'm like, girl, at some point we're gonna have to we can't extend the room. We've got to
Yeah.
figure out what we're, and that's amazing. I don't see that a lot with anymore.
No, that's certainly very unique, and something that I think every nonprofit organization strives for, is that you want people lining up at your door, like, saying, "How can I help you?" And that's a testament to just the importance of Mesilla Valley Hospice in this community. And so, as we finish up, so what are some of the things that we can look forward to? I know, as a judge, I'm so grateful, and I hope you know that I'm so grateful, because it's such a hard gig. You have to twist my arm to go and judge that food. Um, and so,
this, Carrie. You have to do it.
I
That's right.
know, you know, I would do that anytime. And so, and I love it. And so, what can folks look forward to? Because you've got your chefs now. You're herding all those really excited cats
Yeah.
to cook their food. And I know there are background logistics with that, with making sure there's commercial kitchen and environmentally, and making sure you don't want people to get sick. Obviously, all the requirements that you have to manage. What are you excited about that we're going to see this week that people want to come and support as consumers of these fine, let's see, culinary treats?
I feel like just some of the chefs have like really elevated this year. I think a lot more of them are really getting to like the competition of it as well, which is awesome. And then of course, like the ones that have like won in the past, like those ones, they take it really seriously. And then what we've seen like a here, which is great, is like chefs aren't coming in with just one dish. Like they're coming in with like 2, 3, 4 dishes from one chef that they're providing. I mean, and that's awesome. That's a lot of work, but so that's really cool. We have some chefs that are doing some really, really high end things. And then we have like a lot of chefs, that have been winners before. We have, like Urban Cafe, they were won at Salsa Fest. We have Simply Fresh, who won some stuff at Taste of Las Cruces. And so we have, there's going to be some really awesome dishes. The convention center, they're doing a few dishes, and they won at Men Who Cook last year. And it's just, their stuff is so nice and neat and meticulous. And so it's not just, just going to go and throw something out there for people to have and enjoy a party. Like they really think about what they're doing, which is cool.
Well, it's no longer, like I think about like cooking competitions of a group of my friends. We do this, and it's not as delicious as they are bacon wrapped cream cheese poppers. This event is not that. Right.
Some of them.
Some of them. Hey, you know what? There's got to be always something that like backyard barbecue, drinking food, right?
Yeah.
That really. But I'm so excited about this. What I hope the chefs know though, as a judge, you put 3 dishes out on a plate and one part of that fails, it might tank your whole dish. So I know that they're going to be thinking about that.
Right. And I will not throw names out there, but we do have a chef that this year he tells me what he's doing. I'm like, really? He's like, it's all about the presentation. We dress up, we have fun. And you know what? They won overall last year, and they did
Yeah. Who we're talking about.
Yeah. That's
so
clever boys.
Chad Getz, your Tony Lujan, your Rick Jacksons, but they love to be there and entertain, and they dress the part, and they just have a great time. And I mean, they do what they need to do, and they still won something. So it's not, so it's about presentation and the booth as well.
Yeah, you can totally tell. Lorraine, you were gonna say something before I cut you off.
And I love our sponsors. Every year I can go back to them, and they're absolutely yes for a table. So our sponsors are amazing. They love everything that we do. They love our mission, and so for that I'm very grateful.
I think if anybody ever needs to feel like uplifted about how incredible our community is, all they have to do is go to a fundraiser for a nonprofit.
Absolutely. We have so many nonprofits, and we're all worthy organizations.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful that we can all sit at tables, even though we compete for money, we're still all friends, and we do good for the community. So that is beautiful that's something beautiful that we have in Las Cruces.
Well, I'm so excited. Thank you for taking the time. We're going to, as we finish up, if you are interested in experiencing this culinary adventure through Mesilla Valley Hospice at their 15th annual Men Who Cook. It's taking place this coming Saturday, August 12th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Las Cruces Convention Center. You'll be able to get tickets at Mesilla Valley Hospice, mbhospice.org/events, or by calling them at 523-4700. That information is above or below, all depending on what platform you're looking at this. But I'm very excited. The 15th annual Men Who Cook. Tickets are available to come. All proceeds go to help support the great work that Mesilla Valley Hospice is doing. And Lorraine, I can't wait to see you there. Staci, I'll see you there.
I can't wait to see you too.
As
Thank
a
you so
judge.
much.
Woo! I'm so excited.
Woo! So excited too.
Let's sell that out and help Mesilla Valley Hospice. So thank you both, ladies. I will see you on Saturday. Have a great rest of your week.
You too. See you on Saturday.